Listening to the You Don't Know Me Yet podcast network.
Hey, you are tuned in to Two Gems and a Mic with hosts Tanisha the Diva Mahomes and Linda L.D. Dorsey. Just know, if we talking about it, you need to hear about it. Unwind and enjoy. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Two Gems and a Mic. I'm your girl LD along with my girl, the Diva. What's going on, Diva?
Hey, what you doing? How you doing? Talk to me.
I'm doing good. I mean, we got some stuff, we just gonna jump in because we really got some stuff that we want to talk about. And we're gonna start with the elephant in everybody's room, college football playoffs.
Yeah. How I feel about it. I'm a little disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Florida State, man, I hated to see them boys looking at that screen and didn't see their name get put up in there. And I know the obvious. They lost their quarterback. And I understand that the committee had that those were some of the criteria that they had to go by. But if it's about being the four best teams, I still don't think they got it right.
No, and I think to me the committee was going to do whatever they could do, come hell or high water, to get Alabama in there, and that was the only
Oh,
way to do it
absolutely.
because they couldn't jump Alabama over Texas because of the earlier. And then Nick Saban saying, "Oh yeah, well we're playing better than we were then. So is everybody else." And
Exactly.
consistently, Florida State, Washington, and Michigan, they ain't missed a beat. But if you want to say the four best teams, like we go back and forth, we're just gonna throw a couple of things out there. Put Georgia in there. They lost one game in 29 in 2 years. They've lost one game. So you're not gonna say they're one of the best?
Uh,
Ohio State. They lost to
that
Michigan.
that was my Ohio State. I mean, they lost to Michigan, which now is current number one, and literally they're out. They're
Right.
done.
I look
They
at
talking about firing the coach and everything.
right. I look at Alabama. The way one of the ways they got there is by beating Auburn on one of the luckiest
Oh
plays of the year.
Lord, if they
I
didn't
mean,
have a
dude made
rabbit's
a
foot
nice
tag
throw
to
and
the
but
football.
it was luck. That's not going to happen. But I just think it was just so much, the SEC, and Georgia Bulldogs. That's my team, so I wanted them
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
That's my team. They lost. They had their destiny in their own hands. We kind of knew what was going to happen, but I knew they would try to figure out a way to get Alabama in, and that was the only way is to boot out boot out Florida State, and it's just horrible. I think it's terrible.
I I think the thing that probably if I'm sitting there and I'm Florida State, I'm like they literally took a no loss team and dropped them two seeds to get two one loss teams up in front of them to get them out. I mean that sounds insane.
Yeah.
And I don't care about the fact that the quarterback is hurt. What we do know is they looked atrocious that last game with their third string quarterback, but their second string quarterback would have been back in time
Yeah.
for the playoffs. So that's where I'm at with it. I'm like, you're not even gonna give them an opportunity to go out there.
Nope. They said screw them. That's really what they said. They said screw them. I mean, I like some of the comments that the Georgia coach made. Because they're going to meet each other. Georgia and Florida State will meet each other. But I just think he took it on the chin, and I know he ain't
Yeah,
happy about it because you've
you
been doing
can't
what
be.
you needed to do for the last couple of years. But it's just stop making excuses. They want to shut down the website. Some of these, people that get
Yes.
on, don't come at me no more with it. Well, stand by what you said. Don't tell me to don't keep telling that yourself that same story.
Yeah, stand on your
That's what I'm
business.
looking at. Yeah,
Stand on business.
right,
Absolutely. You made your decision. You owned it. Don't shut your website down now.
right,
Take
right.
all the insults that come along with that decision. Because deep down inside, you know you wanted Bama up in there.
That was it.
Y'all were gonna do anything you could to get Bama up there, and you couldn't get Bama in there without Texas, baby.
Right. And I think here's the thing. I'm not a
So
Bama hater.
congratulations to my cousin Keaton Crawford.
Yep. And I'm not a Bama hater
Congratulations.
because I was actually rooting for Bama this year. I liked the young man, the quarterback, all that, but I just don't like the way that it was done. And you do a team like that, and what else are they supposed to do? What else could they do? And their quarterback, I like his comments. It ain't all about the quarterback. It's a team sport, right?
Yeah.
We ain't playing tennis. We ain't playing
Yeah.
golf. It's a team
Hmm.
sport. So what you're saying basically is what all the other players did, receivers, defensive linemen, safeties, every other position on that team doesn't matter because you don't have your quarterback. And that's
Exactly.
that's yeah, they
That
should be ashamed of themselves.
yeah, that defensive effort that they put up to get them to win that championship game that they had, it meant nothing at the end of
Right.
the day.
Yep. And I mean, we could beat it to death like everybody else, but we had to say something about it. I
Yeah.
just couldn't let it slide. I was just like, I was
We weren't
really
gonna let it slide. We
no,
weren't gonna
no.
let it
And I
slide.
was, I
We
was,
weren't
I
gonna
was
let
a
it slide.
little. I still am. I still got a bad taste in my mouth about it. But good luck to the teams that are in there. That's all I can tell you.
Absolutely.
They're there. Good luck to them. But
Go out
we,
there and
we
play
got
your
to do
hearts
better.
out.
Yep, got to do better. Let's move on to the NFL because we had a couple of upsets.
Yes.
I'm gonna start with I think it was an upset, even though the quarterback, he went down. The Cardinals went over the Steelers at home.
Right? And did a little damage because if you're really looking at it, before he went down, it was
Their
looking
offense,
bad.
Kenny Pickett, I just haven't been impressed with him. Wasn't impressed with him last year. Not impressed with him this year. I mean, if that's their
You,
quarterback that they think they're gonna ride out with, I'm a little nervous for Pittsburgh because he's just not
so
bringing it,
you do
and
not think that's the answer
I don't.
for Pittsburgh?
I really don't. I don't, and I
Okay.
don't. I'm personally disappointed because I'm kind of a fan of Mitch Trubisky. He just hasn't shown it when he's got in the games. It's just
Okay.
like he's not
We
doing it either. So I don't know if
Well,
Rudolph is
tonight he's
his
going to
name.
get an opportunity
Yeah.
to do that because it's
Yep.
Thursday night.
That's
This
right.
is Thursday night. We're doing this while the game is actually about to get ready to come on. And this is Thursday night, and Mitch is going to have an opportunity to go out there after taking first team reps and show Pittsburgh what he can do. So
Yep.
hopefully,
And I hope he does well because I like him. I think the guy has got such a horrible rap from coming in
yeah,
because you know
getting picked
he
third
still they
overall.
still talk about where he got drafted. He didn't draft
Not
himself.
his fault. Not his fault.
Didn't draft himself. So it is what it is. We all have to play the hand
Yeah,
we're dealt. Um,
absolutely.
Texans and Broncos. I kind of consider it an upset
Well,
because go ahead,
they
go
were on a
ahead.
roll. The
We-
Broncos were on a roll.
yes,
The Broncos were on a roll. And going into that game, I think they had won what, 4 out of 5 or something crazy like that. They
but they
were on
hadn't
a
lost since
roll.
they beat the Chiefs.
Yep.
Yeah,
And so yeah, and playoffs was looking real, real good. They were looking real, you know what I'm saying? Looking real good on the edge, on the brink. And then CJ.
yeah.
CJ and company.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
good.
Come on.
Yeah, goodness, that he's lights out. I liked him since Ohio State. I still stick by it and say that he should have been a number one pick. I know Bryce was the Heisman, but I know Carolina
Yeah.
might be thinking the same thing. That was
Yeah.
my number one pick.
Unfortunately, they lost Dale, man.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, they
that
lost him,
was
and
that was
then
a
he
yeah. That
has
injury
he
is
has really shown what he can do this year, and I hate that. I hate he got hurt because that is going to be that's going to be
yeah.
a
That's
big
fine, but
loss.
that's a well coached team. Rookie
Hmm.
coach, all of that, and they just loving it. I mean, they're fun to watch. They're fun
Yeah.
to watch.
Oh,
So,
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
I just
And
want
they
to see
also
what they
got
do.
they got Robert Woods on that team, and I think Robert Woods will step up. I think
Yeah,
he steps up in there, and it's not as bad as it may not be as bad as we think it is. I mean,
yeah.
that turnaround. I think Robert Woods still got something in the tank.
Oh,
Don't
I love
don't don't
Woods.
get it twisted.
Yeah,
Don't get it
love,
twisted. He
love,
still
love
got something
Robert
in the
Woods.
tank.
Absolutely.
Won't be
Definitely
shocked at
not
all.
counting him out. Um, I'm going in order of how they happen. So the 49ers over the Eagles. That was I
Woo
mean,
wee!
that was an upset. I think because the Eagles were
Unnecessary
favored and
roughness.
they were at home, but it didn't surprise me. Not the way the 49ers.
Unnecessary roughness.
Yeah,
And then Bosa get on and then Bosa get on there talking about they done laid the blueprint for my Cowboys to go in there and do some damage, and all they got to do is follow it. They done exposed them.
Yeah.
mean, doggone, you got a little Bosa, but Bosa gonna talk his trash, ain't he?
Yeah, I just see there is something to me that is missing from Philly that was there last year, and I can't put my finger on it. I mean, yeah, beyond the obvious, right? The receivers, Brown, and they both kill you in the game, but the running
You
back,
know what?
I don't know if it seems like it's a combination of things.
I'll
That,
tell you what.
hmm
I'll tell you what I think it is. I don't know what it is, but to me, it's some kind of disconnect with Goddard. I know he's out, he's hurt, but this whole year he's sort of been an untapped resource that I expect, and I think a lot of fans expect him to be, like a main role player, and I haven't seen anything from him really this year. Like they haven't utilized him the right way. It's been, I don't know if it's some tension on the team. I can't say that because Jalen has always been professional. And I see him patting his guys up, and he don't look like the type of dude to hold a ball from somebody, but something is off. Now when he's I think he gets back this week,
hmm
coming off of, he's been hurt. And to me, he's the missing piece. If they can get him back in the game, they gonna go back to looking like that team. But
I
for some reason, they done almost like got him out of the game plan in the games that he's been in. He's not he is I think he's the missing piece. I don't know why, but I feel like if they could get him more involved, they're gonna look a lot more deadly than they do now.
I think yeah, he'll have an impact. I don't think he would have caused them to win that game on
Nah,
Sunday.
they
No,
Jesus
I
would have
just
had to
think
come down here
I don't see
and help
Jalen
him.
running like he was running. Brown and like I said, Brown and Smith not catching, like both of them being that dual threat. I'm not seeing that again. I'm not seeing their running backs being threat. So it's a few things there that's missing. I mean, Jalen's so cool, you wouldn't think shit was wrong with the team the way he walking around, but
Yeah.
it is. I mean, it is what it is. I just they play like that. I wouldn't be surprised Dallas beating them, and Dallas gonna
Man,
be at home, and Dallas
I
has
tell
an
you,
advantage because Mike McCarthy won't be there. But we'll talk about
well, let's hope he that's you ain't gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. You're not finna get me riled up. We're not gonna do that today. No, you're not.
you. You
Mm-mm.
know, I gotta. Yeah, I had to
No,
throw that in there just to see if you was
no, you're
awake.
not. No, you're not gonna do that. No,
All
you're
right,
not finna
all
get
right.
me upset and have me naming out the wrong weeks. You know how I go.
Yeah,
You
all
get
right.
me mad, I start naming out everything messed up.
I know.
Hell
You
no,
start
you're
talking
not.
about my
Not when it
Giants
comes
like it
my cat.
matters. I
Hell,
know. As soon as I say something, you start talking about the Giants like we in the runnings. We ain't in the
I was
running
sure.
for nothing.
I
We in the running
literally.
for a high draft pick.
You know me because I was just about to get on. I
You
was just
petty.
about
I
to
know
go
you
for him
petty.
too.
You petty,
Oh,
but it don't bother me.
I was about to go. I was about to say you get your little 2-0 run. Now you gonna start talking out the side of your neck. I was
I've been
about to
talking out
go
the
there
side of my
too.
neck for the whole season. All right, we're gonna talk about another upset. Packers. Packers beating the Chiefs.
Well,
I mean,
mm, I'll let
the Packers
I
came prepared. Well,
I'll
not
let
came
you
prepared. They
take.
were prepared. You gonna let me
I'll
take?
let you. I'm gonna
You
let
gonna
you
take?
take this
You gonna
one.
take a breather? Okay, I think the
Yeah.
Packers was so prepared, and those young wide receivers look good. AJ Dillon was just running over folks, and what usually saves the Chiefs is the defense, and it wasn't saving. But you get down the red zone twice, and all you can come away with is 3 points or 6 points total. You're not beating people like that. You're not gonna beat people with
Mm.
field goals. So think about it. If you had come away with, I mean, you could have came. Both of those should have been touchdowns because you're penalizing yourself. You're beating yourself. So if you had touchdowns and you add those four on there, and then instead of going for two, you go for one. That's 9 points. You win a game. It's easy math. It's
Mhm.
easy math. I ain't pointing at no. We're gonna talk about the officials later on, but the officials
Oh
don't
yeah.
cost you that game. The officials do not cost you that game. Like I just said, that you got outplayed. I think they got outplayed. They got outcoached. It was a whole lot of things that went on. I don't know if
You
the Chiefs
can't
went
take
in there.
anything away from Green Bay. Green Bay came in
But they
there.
look good. They look
You,
very
you,
good. They look
well,
very
I came in there. They came at home looking good. Green
yeah.
Bay came to win, and they
They were
won.
prepared. Yep, they were
Yes,
prepared.
they did.
And after the game, I don't know what he said. He said it was a little vengeance or something, a little revenge. Um,
Oh, I missed that one.
Love. When they interviewed him, he said, "Was this a revenge game?" He said, "Yeah, I didn't understand why. I mean, you lost in You lost to the Super Bowl champions last year.
Actually, I believe I went to the game, the first game that they played. That was when I was sick. We went down and Love played because Rogers got hurt. Was that right? Love was no. I
No,
take that back. No, it wasn't. Pat was hurt. That was
Pat was
when we
hurt.
went.
Rodgers
We
played.
went to that game.
Love went to the
That's
game
right.
last year and
Yeah,
he
Pat was
lost.
hurt.
Right, he lost. He lost there
Yeah,
last year. I don't know what his revenge was because nobody really had expectations of you winning. So I guess every time you lose, the next game is a revenge game. I didn't understand the statement. I don't know
I
if the lady
have.
was trying to kind of poke him. He fell for it because he said, "Yeah, this was a
I don't
revenge game,"
know.
but never explained it. So,
I don't know,
um,
but if I were him, I'd pipe that down a little bit because what I don't want to do is start a revenge nothing with Lil Pat
or
because
with
he
any
petty as
team,
hell.
it's not even him. With any team,
He
like I
real
said, you
petty.
lost a game. The
Don't
next
start
game,
that.
every game is going to be a revenge game after every
Yeah,
game you lost. So I
yeah.
don't know what he was going, but I ain't gonna beat that too much to that.
Nah, we ain't gonna do
Monday
that.
night. Monday night, I thought was gonna be like a kind of blowout. I thought the Jags was just gonna run with it,
No. That ain't how
and
that went down.
Browning looked good.
Look, did he look like as Troy Aikman said? Quarterbacks that go their whole career and not have a game like Browning did. What?
Right, and we don't agree with much that Mr. Aikman has to say.
You don't agree with much
Well,
as Mr.
okay,
Aikman had to say, but I
okay,
do.
all right.
And let me I just Aikman can be petty because he don't like his
He
records
is
being
petty.
broke. But
Yeah,
I agree with with what he gotta say, and that was factual. Old boy showed up and showed out, and
he
y'all
did.
you got to give him his props.
He
He
did.
had a wonderful game, and I mean he looked poised, which is what I like to see in a quarterback when they don't look panicked.
Right,
And he in the moment did not seem too big for him, and he went out there. He did exactly what they needed from him, and I'm telling you, they look like. I mean, if that's what we're gonna get from Jake Browning, do not count these Bengals out, folks.
right. Did I call him the right name? Did I say Browning at first? I
Yeah, I
might.
think so.
Okay, I was gonna say.
And if you didn't, that's why I'm the other Jim.
Yeah, I
I
don't want,
got you.
and the team looked really comfortable with him.
What?
It was
I,
just like this is our dude. Everybody just looked comfortable, and you know me, I love me some Joe Burrows.
hey,
I
listen.
just like Joe, and Cool Joe was sitting over there, like but he
Yeah.
really, and that's the thing. I think all the comfort level is there because ain't nobody in jeopardy of losing no jobs. Joe ain't losing no job.
Nobody.
Joe come out there with
No.
half a wrist and say he ready to play, he would play. But the fact
Listen.
that this kid is gone in there, they were talking about he had really
The,
high accolades from high school and college. Did very
li-
well.
I told you I remember when Jake was getting ready to get drafted, and he didn't get drafted. When actually went undrafted, if I recall. But the crazy thing about it is the only person that will be losing jobs is on somebody else's team. We already know
Well, yeah,
that
yeah.
Joe ain't going nowhere.
And
That's a whole
see,
stud.
why
You
you gotta
feel me?
poke me and get me started? Because I'd be like, I'll take him.
I know you will.
We'll
You can
take
raise
him.
your hand. You can raise your hand at any time if he keep playing like this. Because I know you've been dialing up trying to get anybody to get in
We'll
there for
take
Danny.
him. We'll
Yeah,
take him.
but
Yeah, I'm like, man.
but
So yeah, that
yeah,
was a good game, and when it went on
but
overtime. Now the only of course there was a
but
low part of the game. Go ahead.
no, but this brings me to my point. Not to double back on the college, but it's amazing what a week of reps can do for a person. You don't know what the product will look like from week 1 to week 2, and not just like I said, I'll go
That's a
back.
great point, Tanisha, because nobody knows what that Florida State quarterback will look like. He's going to have 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks
Yes,
of practice, of reps, and all that other stuff for
exactly.
them to focus in, him to get. And he knows the team, so he knows the plays. It's just a matter of running the plays. But he'll never get that
You
opportunity.
get an opportunity, and he'll
So
have to live with the fact that they decided they looked at him and said, we
yeah,
good."
yeah,
That's rough.
that's foul. That's
That's
foul.
rough.
Yeah,
But we're gonna get off
yeah.
there.
We
We're
had
gonna
a
get back.
flashback. We had a little. We
Yeah,
digress.
'cause-
We digress.
yeah, 'cause I'm
All
in my
right.
feelings a little bit about that.
Yeah, yeah. We might bring it up again before the show is over. But
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
might right.
Like
All right,
flash
we
one
gonna
more
move.
time.
Let's move on to I know we're trying to get to and watch the game. Let's move on to week 14 previews. So for me, Texans are playing the Jets. I think the Texans gonna get a win there. So that's like the Bills and the
You
Chiefs.
think?
You'll be at the game.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna be at the James. Please keep your cold beer and your tomatoes away from me, fans. Y'all stop with all of that. I I changed diapers and I love them. I love that kid. Y'all stop the nonsense. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm a victim here. I've been clipped up and edited and slung out to slaughter. So damn it, I'm showing up to support the Chiefs. I don't want to hear crap. And hey, I'll be out there drinking. I'll be tailgating and drinking some damn beer. And if anything, y'all come on up there and have one with me. Anybody that can beat me down in a beer, hell, I'll buy you a beer.
All right.
That's
There
how
you
that's
go.
how I feel.
So
All right. That's how cool Auntie
that's
is.
your disclaimer. There you go.
Yeah,
So
that's how
who
cool I
are you
am.
calling? Who you calling?
Well, hell, I'm gonna call them Chiefs. I ain't going up there to see them lose.
Yeah, I don't.
Let's get it.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs. Yeah, it's a well. It's always been. They always have a sense of urgency. It's really a sense of urgency, and I think if they were to lose to the Bills, that's gonna cause some real concern, and then some people in Chiefs Kingdom really gonna start flipping out because they already
Oh man.
yeah.
Boy, it's gonna be
It's
people running around naked in the parking lot. It's gonna be all kind of anarchy going on. It's gonna
yeah.
be ridiculousness. We ain't gonna go.
I'm calling the Chiefs too. I think a good week of practice, good focus,
They need to
all of
bounce
that.
back.
Yeah. I'm thinking let's get our minds right. Let's get it right. And I think that's where they are. Um
It's a good opportunity too for some of those wide receivers to go out there and say and quiet down some of the chatter. Let them know, hey, we can rise to the occasion. Anybody can have a couple of bad weeks here and there. And we're solid as a team. Get out there and play some ball. I'd
and I
love to
think
see it
some
myself.
wide receivers on that team too have solidified the fact that they ain't playing. We can't put you. You can't be trusted. If I'm the coach, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna put you in there if everybody else is hurt. So I
Well,
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
well,
I also so we have the Broncos and the Chargers.
yeah.
Key game for the Broncos.
Now this is gonna be a good one here because let me tell you, because Herbert has got a few people that's coming in there that's starting to come back from injury. But as you look, if you really look at the team, you kind of looking at the ones he playing with, they look like they are semi-injured. So I really can't, you know what I'm talking about? Anytime I see a lineman running Eckler down, you know what I mean? That ain't healthy Eckler. You know what I mean? So something is not quite right. You as they say, something ain't right in the milk. Is that what they say? Something ain't right in the
So
milk.
yeah,
But
something in the milk ain't white. Yeah, it's like
something in
what's
the
going
milk ain't
on?
right.
Yeah,
Hey, but I am a Herbert fan.
I know.
So I believe that Herbert can get this one pulled off. I'm gonna go with the Chargers because I can't see Herbert dropping this game.
Okay,
I think this is where the Broncos start to decline again and they get a double doses of them L's. Now I might be dead wrong and I am hating just slightly because my coworker then came back talking way too much trash because the Broncos beat the Chiefs. But so I am kind of hating slightly. It's not beneath me. I
well,
am petty
I
as
have
well.
already called you petty.
Yes, it is not beneath me, but I do. Based off of the team and the way that I'm not seeing enough from the Broncos when I look at it. I mean, their defense is something to look at, but on the offensive side, I believe that the Chargers are better suited for this game, and I think that
What they
Herbert
say?
is going.
Mm.
You didn't hear me
I
with the
ain't go.
please, did you? I think the
I
Chargers win
I
this
can't
game.
go with you because after looking at the Chargers last week, it was exhausting watching that game. 6-0. What was it? What was the final score?
I know.
What was the final score? It was like, oh
Oh,
my God, make
a
it
little
stop.
bit
Six
to
to
a
nothing.
little less, a
Right.
little bit to a little less,
Yes.
nothing.
That was
But
horrible.
but the crazy thing is, you got Keenan Allen, you got the rookie I can't even say his name with the Q. If he hold on to it, he got a little bit of he needs some
He
stickum
got some
too.
dropsies.
Yeah, you need a little bit of stickum, but you got him. You got a who Lord he just came back. I actually like him as a as a receiver. You got your tight end is healthy. Everett is back now. You got enough, and you got enough, and you got your running back. You have enough there that if they can just put together a solid game plan, I think they have more than what the Broncos have to get the ball to. Because I don't know what it is about Judy and Sutton. To me, never seem like they have great games
Sutton's been
together.
playing well.
It's
Judy,
usually
I
it's
just
usually
like.
one or the other, but
Yeah.
never both.
Okay. Yeah. That's
Guyton,
kind of what we were talking
Guyton,
about back
Guyton.
in Philly. All right. So let me ask you. There was another Ravens. The Ravens. They look. Lamar said it himself, right? There
Lamar's
was
sick.
no.
Lamar's
There was
sick.
what stuff he playing though.
Well, he's sick. They
It-
say it's gonna be his flu game, and
okay. Well,
they
his
say it's gonna
his
be
flu game probably. I mean, with the
it's
Rams,
gonna be
the Rams ain't no walkover, but yeah,
shoot.
whatever
Not
they doing, Lamar got till Sunday.
not
They
that
pumping him with everything that they got.
Now with that wide receiver core they got, they ain't no doggone pushover them
No. So, but the
Nakua
Ravens,
and Cup. No,
yeah, the
I'm talking
Ravens
about
need
the
this game.
Rams.
Yeah. The Ravens,
Talking
the
about,
Ravens definitely need that game. The Jaguars and the Browns, depending on how, because that Browns defense getting after Lawrence. If Lawrence ain't 100%,
I don't see how Lawrence can be 100% after the
but
way he got up. But
well, yeah,
but then, like I said, I watched my nephew almost crip walk in the Super Bowl
yeah,
at halftime, and he came back out. So these players is built like Ford pickup trucks. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I just don't feel like Lawrence, the way he limped and the way he. I don't know. I don't see we getting I don't even see us getting a 50-60% healthy Lawrence. And that's and the Browns.
that's what I'm saying. Against that
Miles
defense,
Garrett,
I'm like, yeah,
Miles Garrett, my Miles,
yeah,
dinosaur loving Miles.
yeah,
Man, please, he gonna be on him like white on rice,
yeah. I don't. Yeah,
steak on crap.
I don't. That's no walkover. But to me, it depends on who plays. But I think I'm leaning towards the Browns. I'm leaning towards the Browns there. The Vikings are back against the Raiders. I think the Vikings take that game.
Ooh, Justin is back, baby. Justin is off IR, and he said he wasn't coming back unless he was 100% healthy.
That's right. That's
And
right.
he's back.
And
That's
you got
problem.
the 49ers and the Seahawks. Tricky game, but
Well,
to
if
me, I'm
Gino
going with the
played like
49ers because,
well, I said Gino played very well, but he could play the best game of his life. The 49ers is winning that one. I'm telling you, Gino
yeah,
played a great game against them Cowboys,
I
but he
don't
gonna
I
have
don't
to
see
play
anybody
twice
beating the
as good.
49ers except for the 49ers at this point. If you talk about who's going to be in the Super Bowl, the only team I would say comfortably I think is going to be in the Super Bowl is the 49ers.
49ers.
I can't even put an opponent next to them. So
Well,
we'll
I'm gonna
see.
be
But
honest with you.
we'll see
They
what
set
we
they set up they've
Mhm.
set themselves apart.
They do.
I believe. I
They
believe
really
they
have.
have.
They really have. And then I'm looking at Eagles and the Cowboys. Mike
Well,
McCarthy, like I said earlier, he's out, so that should play in the Cowboys' favor. They're at home, so that's two things for him. Now, I think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna be like those other games. I'm gonna get the Cowboys the edge there. I think that
I'm going
and
with them boys.
yeah, I'm going with the
You hear
Cowboys.
me?
I think Dak's confidence is there
Man, you
and
bet.
he's comfortable. Now, I don't think Dak ever lacked confidence. Let me change that. Dak has really, really learned to just tune out the nonsense. So when
What?
he's doing press conferences, Dak just playing football. So I'm like, let's go Dakota. Let's do what you got to do.
What?
And
He didn't
yeah,
bring the end of the code out, did he?
I did. I threw they're at home, so I thought that home field advantage. I think I'm just clowning about Mike McCarthy because what he had an appendix burst, correct?
I believe yeah, I believe
Yeah,
so.
so appendicitis or
Some with
whatever. I
his
mean, hell, he
appendicitis.
could be there on Friday on Sunday. Nowadays surgery, all that quick, you done. They get you up walking, you out of the hospital the same
I
day.
think it's better for him to be at the house
Well, probably.
on this one. We
Yeah.
don't need him out there risking life and limb and stuff. Let him. I think that it's almost better for them to rally around the fact that he hurt. You know what I'm saying? We need to go out there and give a hard
That's the
mugging
that's
to
the
the
rallying
Eagles.
cry.
Yeah, we get a hard mugging out there. Cause
That's the
boy, if
rallying
we
cry.
don't, they gonna be boy, them Sun Guns, them Eagle fans, them harsh, man. I done seen some viral videos of late where they giving people the business. So
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you need to make sure we beat these Eagles, man. Good Lord. It's gonna be trouble.
And
But
then
yeah, I mean, I'm expecting to see the Like I'm expecting. Man. You know, Cook. They balling. I
It's
think
gonna
this
be a
gonna be a.
challenge for that
It's
Philly
gonna be a
defense.
good game. It's
That
gonna be a good game, and it's gonna be a better game than what we just saw with the 49ers.
Yeah, I think
Um.
That Philly secondary is going to get challenged because they've really been connecting. Dak's really been connecting. So, the tight ends, everybody on their
Mhm.
receiving core is looking good. So I look for a good game, but I think I give the edge to Dallas just the way Philly's been looking to me.
Okay.
I'm not sold on it.
I'm
Um,
going with Dallas. I'm
okay.
going with Dallas, and partly because I'm gonna say this. Still, I don't know why, but I don't think that Jalen is 100% healthy.
The knee, I mean, nobody's ever said
Something.
that he's come back from the knee or whatever that injury is or whatever it may be, but I don't think Philly is 100%. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but they just, like I said before, they don't look right to me. But we'll see. Maybe they may come out
All
there
right.
and, go left. We'll talk about it next week if they do. We got two Monday night games. One of them is Giants and the Packers, and Titans and Dolphins. I don't see the Dolphins losing that game, and the other
I
one
got
doesn't. Well, it does matter for the Packers. The Packers continue to win. What are they, 6-6? They put them at 7-6. They could mess up some stuff. So, but we'll
well.
see. That's in our stadium.
I'll
So
let you
I'm not
handle that
everybody. You
since
going
that's
to a
your
game?
team.
Yeah, you going to a game. My sisters and my friend that they'll be at that game in New York. I'm not going, so I wish I was going. I'm hating a little bit. So I'm gonna put it out there. I'm hating because I'll be getting ready to go to a class next week. So
All
mm,
right. Well, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get your jersey signed. That's what I'm
I
gonna do.
appreciate you. I
I
appreciate
am.
it.
Cause
All right,
you a
let's
GM.
let's talk about this. And this is not just because of one game. This is just
Lord have mercy.
game after game after game. It's getting ridiculous. The NFL officials are getting worse. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And the problem that I have with it is there is no accountability.
Zero. And I'm talking about they are costing people games. Their officiating has gotten so bad it's costing games. And then the makeup calls in the middle of the game to try to fix the calls that they miss. I'm like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
This
It,
is horrible.
I know a while back that somebody said, they watch their game afterwards and they're like rated and whatever. So NFL, like let's figure out what we're gonna do with accountability,
They
right?
need some
We can't
training.
keep bringing these same crews back every year. You gotta get some new people out there or some better training or something
Mhm.
for them because it's almost like some of them like I'm not throwing no damn flag. I'm ready to go home. It's like come
Oh,
on. Yeah,
oh
so
yeah.
it's bad, and the most egregious no call to me happened to be Chiefs and Green Bay. That man was on MVS like a damn cape,
Man, he rode him for 5 yards.
like a cape,
He rode him for 5 yards.
and it's like really everybody in and even Green Bay fans was like,
Lord have mercy.
yeah, how do you not call that? So yeah, to me, that was the most egregious. There were others that were horrible also, but there's got to be some accountability there because it's almost it's not laughable. It's sad.
No,
Sad.
it's not.
And we're gonna
Talk about these
yeah, let's talk about
injuries.
all these quarterback injuries this year. So Burrows, Watson, Rogers, Lawrence, Tannehill, Jones, Pickett, Richardson. Some of those teams are still hanging
Playoff
in
bound. Some of those teams are playoff bound.
there. Lawrence,
And
I mean, that just happened, so we don't know what's gonna happen with him. So kind of throwing him in there, maybe, that's a little I could have taken him out because he ain't done. But the
mm-mm.
others are all done. Well, Pickett, no, they said he may come back too, but to me, it don't matter if he do or not because he just doesn't.
Damn, Linda.
I did. I went there. I went there.
Woo.
I know. I'm gonna throw.
Oh Lord.
I wish I had a flag. I throw the damn flag on myself.
Like
I went there.
golly,
I
you
just
say it don't
watching him
matter.
play is like. And I think what
Like,
aggravates me more is I'm pissed off at myself. So I made the mistake because you called me last week and you said, Linda, put Pat.
mm-hmm.
Pat had a bye week. There was no quarterback out there but Pickett. I said,
Yep.
"Put Pickett." I forgot to put Pat in my lineup and had Pickett in there. And this is when
I
he played the
tried.
whole game. He had 2
I,
points.
I tried.
Yeah.
I called you in advance.
Yeah, you did.
I
You did.
did.
And I'm still mad
I
about it.
told you.
But yeah, he's not that dude, and I know we got to give people time to come along. But I'm hard on my own. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not that I own a quarterback, but I'm hard on mine. I'm hard on Jones. Jones ain't that
No.
dude, and
Hey,
Pickett is
we
not
hard. Hey,
into the
we hard, but we
thing.
fair. We are hard, but we are fair.
And so I'm just
Like it
like,
or not,
yeah.
we hard, but we fair.
So we have all these names up here, and one of the things is just to say, like for Richardson, man, if he was playing great, what if he had stayed? Burrows, what if
What?
Burrows, because Burrows was starting to pick it up. What if,
Yes.
Watson? What if, and Rodgers, of
Mm-hmm.
course, from the beginning of the season.
What
What if?
if? What if?
So those are our what ifs for quarterbacks. Just something to think about how the landscape and the playoff picture would be so different. I think, but
I agree.
that's our
I
opinion.
agree.
Yeah. Um,
Absolutely.
I know we ran through the show because, we got to everything that we wanted to. We want to watch the game. That's what we want to do.
That's
So
really what we want to do, people. We got to get off this damn show so we can go watch football like y'all. Hell, we done missed this exciting game that's on, but we got to watch it so we can bring y'all these updates.
right.
So we have actually got to go watch this Thursday night
Special. All right.
special. Yeah.
What you got,
Gotta go
Tamisha? What
watch
you want to close out with?
Hey, Chiefs fans, take it easy on your girl when she show up this weekend to the Bills game. Hey, I'm not that bad. Like I said, I'm hard, but I'm fair.
Right.
You got
Right.
me? All right.
And
That's all I
then,
gotta say.
okay. And then I want to say to you, of course, safe travels. And I'm going to repeat this through the holidays. I repeat it all year round or whatever. Folks, please be vigilant. Be safe. Be aware of your surroundings. There's some really, really bad actors out there, unfortunately. And
That's right.
look out for your family, friends, your loved ones. Reach out to them. See if they're doing okay. And as always, please be kind. There you go. Be blessed. It's free. And until next time, peace. Thank you for tuning in to Two Gems and a Mic. Be sure to subscribe and follow. Until next time, remember, be kind, be blessed. Peace.